When we find ourselves in an argument or debate with someone, we often become more focused on winning the argument rather than actually discovering the truth. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the video. My name is Tanvir Ahmed, and hey, consider subscribing if you haven't already to upgrade yourself and your relationships to the next level. This is a very common problem because we often cling to our beliefs and are willing to defend them at all costs. Even when presented with facts that go against our beliefs, we know from cognitive psychology that we just end up hardening our beliefs and clinging to them more tightly. A big part of it is ego-driven. It doesn't feel good to admit that we are wrong or mistaken. So we'd rather find ways to keep telling ourselves that we are right and prove to ourselves that we are indeed better and smarter than the other person. While winning an argument can feel good temporarily, it's more important that we're concerned with being truthful and honest with ourselves. One popular tactic when we try to win an argument is to misrepresent someone's viewpoint to make it seem weaker and less valid. This is known as a straw man. The basic idea is to refute a point that seems similar to a person's beliefs, but is actually a mischaracterization or an exaggeration of what the person is saying. We build up straw man arguments so that we can more easily knock them down and appear that we have defeated the other person's viewpoint. But strawman arguments are a logical fallacy that often hurts our ability to get to the truth. If we're earnestly concerned with the truth rather than simply winning, what we should really aim to do is to build up Ironman arguments rather than strawman arguments. An Ironman argument is the opposite of a strawman argument. Instead of presenting someone's argument in its weakest form, we should aim to present someone's argument in its strongest form. To do this, we have to first assume the best of people. Instead of brushing off someone's argument and thinking the person is inherently stupid, evil, or dysfunctional, we should assume the best and give the person the benefit of the doubt, that they are relatively smart, well-intentioned, and sane. Too often I see people attack others' character when they have a heated disagreement with someone. In its extreme form, people sometimes accuse others of having mental disorders whenever somebody sees something slightly differently than they do. This is not only toxic, but it makes it impossible for you to learn something new. The attitude that someone you disagree with must be stupid, evil, or dysfunctional automatically blocks you from being able to understand another person's viewpoint and where they're coming from with their beliefs. The first step toward building an Ironman argument is to understand that you can disagree with people without thinking that they are dumb or bad people. You can disagree with a viewpoint but still understand why someone may think that way. Ultimately, it comes down to being able to see things from multiple perspectives. And until you can properly empathize with another person and see things from their eyes, you likely can't fully understand where they're coming from. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and subscribe and turn on the bell notification to get notified every time I publish a new video. And as always, see you next week.